right, welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Atlanta Braves. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boo, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway, and today's starter, Chris Sale, and he comes in off a really nice season on the hill. Chris,
an ERA in the low twos last year, so consistent, so dependable. Talk about a skipper who's got a guy like that that's going to go out there and not just keep them in the ball game, but really give them an opportunity to win a ball game, even if it's a low-scoring day for the offense. That's who he was last season, and if he's even close to that this year, I think they'll be really happy with his performance.
Willie Castro leading things off and takes a strike. And there's a foul ball. On the ground to the left. Zips it to first, and an easy out to start the game. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
And another ball. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Sale with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. One down, base is empty. Struck him out looking.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late.
Now a rocket to right center, way back there, and forget it, it's out of here. He'll touch them all. Home run number 5 on the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. Stepping in, Royce Lewis. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Outside.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
2 out, space is empty. The next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one almost got him. Bounced up the middle. Albies whips it to first on the run. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab, Pablo Lopez.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. Swinging a foul straight back.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
And it's 1-1. Breaking ball misses down and away. That misses. 3 balls and a strike. Acuna punches one foul right side.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. Plus, he gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see more from the pitcher. Not the result he wanted, but that's still a good at-bat.
Michael Harris the second in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. One out, bases empty. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Lifted in the air out to left. Larnach on his way in. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Finding themselves down a run early. They'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
2 down, bases empty. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. That's in for a strike. Ozuna went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Top of the second. Here's Byron Buxton. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Sale back to work. Misses off the inside. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, reaching for it, and brings it in.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate, leading the AL in batting average. And first offering is fouled off.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And that one a little below the knees, and it's 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now here is Matt Wallner. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. And Sale deals.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. So here's Bader now. Bader in his 8th season in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2015. Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Jeffers off of first with 2 away. And it's fouled away. That misses the zone. It's 2-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Next pitch is outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Twins wind up stranding 1. They lead it 1-0. Back here in Atlanta, here's Matt Olson down.
This is a guy that really has the ability to be more than just a slugger and a home run hitter, but to hit for average, to get on base, and to drive the ball out of the ballpark.
Fouled off. He was late. Lopez with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Next offering is in for a strike.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Here's Austin Riley. And that's downstairs. And that's ball one.
Riley used to be a pitcher back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because he started the season with a long slump. He'd get messages questioning if he should go back to pitching, but turns out he made the right choice.
Strike one. Check swing, and he went 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And Pablo Lopez will deliver. That one well upstairs. And the count is even 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Buxton makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 6th, left fielder.
Here's Profar now.
Profar.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 1-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
2 down, nobody on.
No, that's down.
Tries to check his swing, but he makes contact. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Tied him up really well with that pitch inside. Couldn't get it out of the infield, but somehow turns it into a knock. That's a thing of beauty, and some hits just don't make sense.
Foul ball there. That one almost got him.
Strike.
Two outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And the right-hander deals. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Twins 1 and the Braves 0. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the left fielder, Trevor Larnach.
For whatever reasons,
that's
this is a
inside.
hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Next pitch way upstairs.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
There's a strike. 2-1 now.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Profar puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting.
This
second
is Willie
baseman,
Castro.
Willie Castro.
0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Ball 2.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I love the
Now
approach
batting,
he had right
first
there with that
baseman,
pitch.
Jose
Not trying to do
Miranda.
too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
One out, runner at second. Jose Miranda now at the plate. Struck out looking his first time. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. Castro, the runner at second with one away. Check on the runner, and he's back in on a dive. And that one misses up and in. And now 2-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
There's the strike. Next offering misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. Sale ready. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. He's already homered in this game. Right through there for a strike. The 0-1. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Twins 1 and the Braves nothing. Back at Truist Park, here's Sean Murphy.
Catcher, Sean Murphy.
Just missed. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Edge of the zone, called a strike. It's 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's a little high. And a count 2-1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Chopped left side. And that one handled. Gets it to first. They get the out on Acuna.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael Harris.
Michael Harris the second. Digs in now. Fly to left his first time.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Tying run in scoring position here in the second game of the series. Fly ball to right. Wallner settles underneath it. He's got it, and that will end the inning. Braves strand one, and it remains 1-0. Start of the fourth. Here's Royce Lewis.
Third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Just missed.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Cut on and lifted in the air, and Acuna able to make the grab. 1 down.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
The center fielder,
So up next, Byron Buxton. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 2. Tap foul at the plate. Next offering is down low. Fights it off. He'll see another. Ground ball right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
2 outs, base is empty. Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And that keeps the inning going.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way,
right
you
fielder,
feel really
Matt
good
Warner.
about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now a chance for Matt Wallner.
Ball
That
one.
one way inside. Jeffers leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now
Two
batting,
consecutive
the
base hits for
designated
these guys
hitter,
here.
Harrison
He kind of rolled
Bader.
over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
First and second, 2 outs. And now Bader up to the plate. Rips one to right. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Oh, that started and ended pretty
Up
quickly.
next
No
for
messing
Minnesota,
around right there.
left fielder,
Just a really
Trevor
nice
Bryant.
approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
First and second, 2 down. Here's Trevor Larnach. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's down. One hops off the wall. One run across. Another comes in to score, and they lead by 4.
4 hits in a
Now
row,
batting,
and they're really
second
swinging it
baseman,
here.
Willie
Got a good pitch to
Castro.
drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Now it's the second baseman, Willie Castro. 1 for 2. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
Two outs and 1 in scoring position. In the air, right field. Acuna has it sized up. And that'll do it. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the 4th,
Leading
and now
off
the
for the
DH,
Braves,
Marcell
designated hitter,
Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna.
And that one fouled off.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Just off the outside corner, and the count is 1-2. A swing and a deep fly ball. Get up, get out of here, and gone. An absolute smash to left, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Struck out looking at his first at bat. To the right side. Throws to first in time. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. Fly to center his first time. Outside low. Ball one.
1-0.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Fought off foul. And the sweeper catches the plate. Ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Got him. Nice play.
Impressive backhand stop, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take that extra step, which could have cost him. But good job to make sure he got a good handle on it, and he got off a good, strong throw to still get the out.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. Right through there for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Good job to fight that one off. Misses off the plate, and the count 1-2. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Braves get one on the big fly. It's now 4-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Pierce Johnson. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And now the first baseman, Jose Miranda. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch misses outside, and it's 1-0. Miranda measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he was born in Puerto Rico. In the air, right side. Acuna there. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, shortstop Carlos
Now Correa
Correa.
up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And it goes just foul.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Fastball for a strike. 0-2 now.
Ball, that's down.
Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Number 63 getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Lee, a left-hander, also throwing. And that one is lifted in the air. Profar. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Twins, third baseman.
2 down, base is empty.
Lewis.
Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. In the dirt, and that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that skips in the dirt.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Pierce Johnson fires. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Acuna makes the catch, inning over. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Lopez back to work. In the air, left side. Larnach on his way over. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
So here's Murphy now. A single his first time. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that
No
time.
balls, 2 strikes.
That just misses.
Outside.
1-2 to count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next pitch misses way outside.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Fair ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Now he turns and heads for second. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and he'll pull into second safely.
Now
Edouard
playing first
Julien
base.
coming into the game now as the
Number
injury
47,
replacement.
Edouard Julien.
1 out. Runner
Now
at second.
batting,
Now it's going to be Orlando Arcia. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Outside low, and that is ball one. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Comebacker to the mound, and they get the out.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Hard hit left side. Lewis throws to first, and Acuna retired. That ends the inning. A hit and an error in the inning, but they fail to score. 5 innings complete. It's the Twins 4 and the Braves 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swung on, belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he
Now
didn't give in. Loud
catcher,
contact
Ryan
leads to the
Jeffers.
double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jeffers, the next to hit. He's 2 for 2. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Man at second. Pitch
1-1.
misses, and now it's even 1-1. He's trying for third. Swing and a miss. Throw to third.
1
Save.
ball, 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Wallner at the plate and takes high there.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Buxton takes his lead at third with 1 away. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 balls.
In the
2
dirt,
strikes.
blocked. Runner stays put at third. Runner on at third, 1 gone. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. On to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Harrison Bader.
And now Harrison Bader. And that one upstairs. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it remains 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Two outs. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Acuna has it sized up. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Twins 5 and the Braves 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That one fouled off.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And takes low for ball 1.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And that one handled on the run. Sends it over to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
So a man at first. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The 1-0. And a swing and a miss there.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Nobody out. Runner at first. Pickoff throw. Harris back in on a dive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Swings and misses. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Up next for the Braves.
Here's Matt Olson.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
And first offering is fouled off. Man at first, one away. That's outside. And the count is 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Here's the pitch to Olson. And a foul ball.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Over to first. Inning over. One left for Atlanta. They're down here 5-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Dylan Lee.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now the left fielder, Trevor Larnach.
Left fielder, Trevor Larnach.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
All one.
High in the air, out to right. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. One up, one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And here is Willie Castro. 1 for 3. That clips the corner. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Aaron Bummer, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Number 63, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
One down, base is empty. Backed off the plate that time.
You can could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That's outside. The count now 2-2. Bases empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. And now it's filled up. That one ripped left field. Back there. It's a bomb. And they add to their lead. It's 6-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 1 out, nobody on. Edouard Julien, the next Twin up to hit. Just missed. That one ripped right center field, and that gets down into the gap. Around first and hustling for second, and he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And here comes Carlos Correa. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Julien, the runner at second with 1 away. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's going back. Back some more. And that one hops the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. Not in time. It's a double.
Comes through with the RBI. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis. Just missed. Man at second. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That misses the zone. 2-1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Now he launches a throw over his head, and this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there.
That one really hurts. You're already down in the game, and that error puts you even further behind. Just can't let it compound from here, though. You got to flush it, get ready for the next one, make a play, get back in the dugout.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Dylan Lee departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
A new pitcher in the game, number 63.
Number 63.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but He's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And now Byron Buxton off the plate, 1-0. Out to short, Arcia. Slings to first. That takes care of Buxton.
Now batting, catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Ryan Jeffers will hit next.
Ball one, no
This
strike.
one in the dirt. Line drive. That's a base hit. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. And it's an 8-run lead. Man at first. And next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And another ball.
No strike.
That clips the corner. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. So it's 4 runs for him on 5 hits, an error, and 1 man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Twins 9, and the Braves 1. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3. I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large.
Second baseman.
Ozzy Albies up to the plate. A little bit high. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
And that's in the dirt.
2-0.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Next offering misses down and away. And there's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Rocco Baldelli out of the dugout now, and he's going to make a change. Pablo Lopez won't go any further, and he was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with the new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
On the mound
Minnesota.
now for the Twins, Brock
Number
Stewart.
61.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Sean Murphy now at the plate. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. There's the strike. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Orlando.
And now the
Arcia.
shortstop, Orlando Arcia. And that's downstairs and outside. There's the strike. Runners at first and second with one gone. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Larnach sizes this one up, and there's 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. Ronald Acuna Jr. getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That's to third. Oh, great grab on the dive. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the Twins DH, Harrison Bader.
Harrison Bader.
First pitch misses. Ouch, that one drilled him. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Now batting, left fielder.
And now they'll hustle
Trevor
out to
Larnach.
check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Man at first, nobody out. So up next for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. And that's a fair ball. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with
Up
nobody
next
out.
for Minnesota, second baseman, Willie Castro.
And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Willie Castro. Ripped, but it curls foul. Bader, the lead runner at second. Larnach at first with no outs. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Edouard Julien, the next Twin up to hit. A double and a run scored his first time up. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And that one fouled off. Two on, one out. In the air, out towards right center. Acuna after it. And he makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 10-1.
Up next for the Twins, shortstop Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. To the right side. And foul ball. Two outs. And ball one. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Pitch is in the dirt. Two balls, two strikes. The Twins up big in this one, and we're at the top of the eighth. On the ground right side. It's in and out of his glove, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. They get a run on two hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Twins 10 and the Braves 1. Back here in Atlanta, on to the bottom of the eighth. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Stewart back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Breaking ball misses down and away. Next pitch, not close, up high. Just missed. And that is in for a strike. And now it's 3-2.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Ozuna, the next to hit, takes outside. Swinging a foul straight back. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Kenny Jansen. 0-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And that skips into there.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. One and two here. That one missing inside. And now it's filled up.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Sets him down on strikes. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Braves go down quickly here. They're down 9. It's 10-1. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Raisel Iglesias.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And now here is Royce Lewis. First pitch just misses. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Bryce Elder getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Waldrop also getting ready. Swinging a foul out of play. Got him swinging.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Buxton stands in here, takes ball one low. Swings through that.
1-1.
Next offering is downstairs. And that is out of play. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Jeffers in the box now. No balls and a strike. Now 1-1. That's a little bit low. Two down, nobody on. And that just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Oh, great back and forth in that at-bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Wallner stands in now and watches strike one.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Missed with a changeup, and a count even 1-1. Jeffers off of first with two away. Way out front for strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. One left for Minnesota, but they maintain their 10-1 lead. Bottom of the ninth, Austin Riley at the plate. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And that one missing low.
One ball, one strike.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
We got two balls, one strike.
And that one is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
That one in the dirt. 3-2 now. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Now batting, left fielder.
Profar climbs in on that left side.
Profar.
And that one upstairs, ball one.
1-0.
One down, base is empty.
Hey.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
The Braves down to their last out. Ozzie Albies next up for the Braves. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-1. That one missed. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays, great performances all the way around. Just one run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
10-1 the final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Losers can't stand when we win. I know a list of vultures trying to pick me open, but I'm sitting focused, trying to lift the culture, but I'm feeling hopeless. I've been rhyming for. Feel like I'm flying, baby. With you.
Bolsillo lleno, me siento como un buster, todas se me arriman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster, pa' su postre, entre el dueño de la aldea, vive se me pega.